Mm-hmm.
People. We're back again. Episode 4 of the Two Cannon podcast. Obviously, myself, No Chaser, and my brother, XB the Gunner. Every week, we'll be giving you this show, so stay locked in. We're going to do our housekeeping first, and then I'm going to introduce my boy and see how he is. But first of all, I want to say a big shout out to everyone that's locked in so far. A big thank you. Keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep the comments coming in. So yeah, big shout out to everyone. And XB, what's going on, my bro?
Bro, I'm good, man. I'm absolutely good, man. Like I've been saying for weeks, the party can actually start now, man. Obviously, some of us got work. I got work tomorrow, so I don't know how I'm partying. But in terms of mentally, um, I feel like the barrier's nearly been broken. It should be all it's all but done, should I say? So yeah,
Say it
man,
how it
really
is, my
excited.
bro. Don't hold
It's
back, man. Say
Do
how
you know
you
what
feel, bro.
the league's all but done, man. Not obviously mathematically. Remember Wenger used to say all the time, mathematically until we do, but mathematically until it's done. But it's done, man. It's done. And massive performance from the boys today, and yeah, I can't wait to get into this one, man. So
Let
much
me
I could
just
say,
quickly
man.
just get your feelings here. And we're not going to talk about the game right this second, but just generally, like
Mm.
after that whistle, that final whistle, without getting into all of the nitty gritties, how did you feel?
Well, I ran up and down my yard. I was screaming. I was throwing things on the floor, but I felt relief, and it it's a bit of mixed emotions because we shouldn't be in a situation like this where we have to be like pause, but our bums falling out, squeaky bum. We shouldn't be bums needs to be stopped, not needs to stop
Yeah,
being a
that's
topic.
got to
But
stop because we was getting rinsed. I saw a couple of people
oh
saying some
my
things
god,
about the Hazard and the bum, and
well, on
yeah,
TikTok.
man, it was why.
I was trying to bait them in. I was trying to reel them in. I was trying to reel them in.
I
But
got the tactic though. I got it. I got it.
yeah, I went viral on one other thing as well.
I
Bruv,
saw that.
I'm vexed off that, because like it was just a quick thing I did in my car. And
I
when I'm
saw
trying, it
that.
don't work, bro. But anyway, um, yeah, man, it shouldn't be like this, but I'm kind of happy it's going this way because it's something I could tell my grandkids and my kids and that, like, oh, this was. Do you know what I mean? This is a point in the season to remember, man. And
For sure.
especially all the ups and downs and the last month we had in April, I didn't think we would be coming out the other side saying that. Do you know what I mean? 2 more games left, we're lifting the league, man. Against teams that have, well, one team has something to fight for, but the other one's already dead and buried. And Crystal Palace, as we know, do you know what I mean? They got their final in the Conference League. So, man, yeah, man, amazing. Sorry,
It's
I
a
was a
weird
ramble.
one, isn't it? No, it's all good, bro. It's a weird one though, isn't it? Because like I titled my match reaction, I nearly had a heart attack because that game was so tense is the best way I can put it. At the start of the game, obviously we felt like I felt like we was in good control, and then it just flipped. And
Yeah,
my emotions were up here, then they were
I
down
felt
there, then they
sick,
were
man.
up here, then they were down there, and I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was like,
I
bruv,
felt
like,
sick.
what the hell? What is going on here? And after the last couple performances that we've had, I was expecting it was almost like I kind of went into this game just thinking I knew it was a tough game. I knew it was
Mhm.
going to be difficult, but I was kind of going into this with the mindset of we're gonna get it done. And in the end,
Mhm.
of course, we did get it done, and we'll get into everything.
Mhm.
But bloody hell, man! Like what a
Yeah,
relief. That's the word, relief.
it's relief.
Because,
Yeah,
whew,
but it's been long overdue that we've been due some sort of like a result like that, or obviously what happened in the game. That it never goes our way. It always goes against us. Especially we'll get into what happened in the game, but the amount of times where it's like on a knife edge where we need a one result, and do you know what I mean? We're on the other side of that result where we lose out, or um, it just goes wrong, like red cards or whatever it is over the years, obviously. But to actually, win the league on not win the league, but to actually get a decision go our way, where people and whatever. Rival fans, I'm happy to drink their tears for the rest of whatever, whenever. Do you know what I mean? VAR, Arsenal, Varsenal, whatever you want to call us, man. It's so good that once a refereeing decision goes our way, that's actually influenced the way the league's gonna turn out at the end. And yeah, man, I'm buzzing, man. But like to build on what you said, man, I felt so sick during that game, bro. I was shaking, palms are sweaty, like mom spaghetti, bro. It was mental,
Oh,
bro. And
you're doing that one. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
bro,
Eminem
bro,
style. Oh,
Eminem, bro,
cool.
bro. But when we got out, I felt that I was the happiest man alive, bro. And yeah, yeah.
honestly. And you know what I wanted to say just quickly before we do lock into the game. A lot of people, and probably ourselves included, they thought that this game was almost the title deciding game. Because obviously we can't afford to drop no more points. Neither can City, realistically. I mean, technically we can. We don't need to, and we shouldn't. But technically, obviously, we could, because we'd finish level on points if we did drop points in one of our last 3 games,
Yeah.
including obviously tonight. And then it would have to go down to goal difference. So there was still a way for us to win it, but for it to go down to goal difference, one would be a huge disappointment, because we should have had this wrapped up ages ago.
Yeah.
And 2, I don't trust this team to outscore City.
No, we ain't
Even
scored more
in
than one
games that
goal,
they
eh?
drop points. Yeah. Even in games that they drop points, they score a lot of goals. So you just you're pretty much guaranteed goals from Man City. Whereas with us, we do the opposite, and we kind of grind results a bit more. And we're probably better at holding out for a win or a draw in some cases. But yeah, so a lot of people felt like this game was going to be the decider. And I have to agree, to be honest, because obviously football's football, right? Anything can happen. Burnley drew 2-2 with Aston Villa today. Yeah, now it was at their ground, but they've got absolutely nothing to fight for. So it's just pride.
Yeah.
And they still put up a fight. So you don't know. And I'll be honest, if we do drop points to Burnley, I'm going ballistic, because there's no way that you drop points to a team that's already relegated at your home ground when you've only got 2 games
game
left.
of the season.
And you've won
Of the season.
You've won the league.
Won the league, essentially. Probably parading the new kit as well. Mate, yeah, it will be the new kit.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so come on, man. I don't want to hear none of that, man. But
I agree.
I wouldn't say a typical Arsenal thing to do, because this season's obviously shown that we're going against the grain in that aspect. But let's have it right. It's a typical Arsenal thing to do.
It would be, but
over
more
the last
so,
few years. But yeah, go on.
More so today would have been the typical Arsenal thing to do. Dropping points today would have been the one where it's like, yeah, that's so Arsenal. But
today's game was like, like your Brentford and Wolves earlier on in the season. Them games where we needed to
Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, just knuckle down and just grind it out, and it just didn't go our way, man. And yeah, I was getting a bit nervous as well, because West Ham lost to Brentford the other day. That's what made me think, oh, this game's a bit larger than what it was meant to be. Because if West Ham had maybe won last week, they probably have that bit of cushion, that bit of belief that they can go on, or take their foot off the gas a bit, because obviously put more pressure on Tottenham. But because they lost, because they lost now, it's like it's now or never for them. And they played well today, I must admit, man. And yeah, we'll get into the game and talk about it. But
they did, man. So
I'm happy we got out of there, man.
West Ham 0, Arsenal 1. The same, familiar scoreline, 1-0 to the Arsenal. It's been around for years and years, and it was typical of us today, man. We've scraped over the line. Let's be real. In that game specifically, we've scraped over the line. We did have a fair few chances, and we'll get into everything. Sorry, but just as a whole, we've literally scraped that win. And I just want to get your initial thoughts. Like, what did you think? What did you make of the game? Obviously, we predicted a 2-0 win, so we obviously thought it'd be a little bit more comfortable than it was. So yeah, just give me a quick overview.
Started the game very fast, aggressive, direct. as the game went on, I'm gonna always start the first half. The first half went on, had a number of chances that we should have buried, should have buried. And then obviously what happened to Ben White happened, and then after that there was a lot of jigging around, and then from then that's when the roller coaster of emotions happened, man. Yeah, and we'll get into that obviously.
So obviously let's start with actually I'm gonna go back because I'm pretty certain that before Ben White went off with his injury, and we'll get into that, but before he went off, we had a fair couple of chances, right? Trossard had a couple headers that he probably should have done a bit better with.
Hit the bar twice, man.
Hit the bar twice, didn't he? So we had a couple of chances. Calafiori, did Calafiori have a couple of shots as well? He had one.
Oh yeah, he had one.
He had one that was close to the bar.
Yeah, he had that one that went over the bar, but just before that, he could have squared it to Gyökeres, but ended up trying to take a shot. And Mavropanos
yes.
That was
outside of the boot. I remember.
Yeah, he was trying too much, man. That's one thing I like about Calafiori. He's a maverick. He tried maverick. He's a flipping left back, for fuck's sake. But he does things, bro. It's like he just does things, man. Like, yeah, man.
We've said it before, man.
For him today, man. It didn't come off for him today, man. But
he's a bit of a maniac, isn't it? He just kind of does, like we said. His body goes where his head goes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going right wing. I'm going right back. I'm going left wing. I'm going striker. I'm going centre mid. He goes wherever his mind is wandering. His body follows, and it's just mental because he just does whatever he wants. So you're right.
Hold on, we'll talk about it later. But he obviously came off Calafiori. Where's Hincapié? I just deeped he didn't come on.
Yeah, no, we'll elaborate on that. I think there's a reason why he didn't come on today.
Okay, cool.
But so to just quickly go over it, obviously roller coaster of emotions. Absolute wild game. It felt like a real decision maker, the way that it all panned out in the end. But just going back to the beginning, Ben White, first 20 minutes, I felt like we were on top of West Ham. Pause. Like, we had the game under control. We were getting our chances, and it looked like it was just a matter of time before we scored. I didn't really see anything from West Ham. They were just sitting in their low block. I think they played a 5 at the back today.
Yeah, 5 at the back, brought Talibo in,
Yeah, they were just sitting in. Yeah, they were sitting in deep, just trying to bide their time, really. They didn't really have much of a threat for us. So first 15, 20, 25 max, I'd say we were in complete control of that game. And like I said, it was just a matter of time. Ben White gets injured. And let's talk about that, because he gets injured in the 28th minute trying to make a tackle, right? But it was a 50-50, and he's gone into that so half-hearted.
Lazy. It's lazy, bro.
It was almost like he didn't want to make a foul, but at the same time, like, you've not even really attempted to get the ball. Like,
you've let Somerville just smack the ball at your leg and snap your bad knee, and just I hope it's not long term, or I hope it's not as bad as it looks. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was listening to commentary and I was looking at it as well. Like, what? He just kind of put his leg there, half-hearted, not trying to make the foul, like you're saying. And it's a bit basic, innit? You put yourself, you just left your leg, you left your leg limp, and now you just hurt yourself, man.
And now you're exed. So I was a bit disappointed. Obviously, we wish him well and hope that it's not as serious as it might seem, and hopefully he'll be all right for the upcoming games, because we ain't got Timber. So yeah. But I just felt like in that moment, it was like, but Ben, like, what are you doing, bro? That's literally how I reacted.
You know, like Calafiori was saying, his body takes him wherever it goes. Ben White's the same, but I think sometimes a bit too relaxed, and it causes mistakes. Like, I'm gonna go back to the Atletico Madrid game, with the handball at the Wanda Metropolitana. Even that movement was so lazy. Like, he just kind of stuck his leg out and then he's put his hand down. We know what you're trying to do, bro. But if he had more conviction in trying to protect his hand while blocking it, I mean, he might have had more success. But he's ended up giving a flipping lazy handball away because his hand's so far from his body, man. We know him. He's very nonchalant. He's laid back. He has that certain style and attitude about himself where he doesn't really give much away in the way he moves and the way he talks, and yeah, man. Sometimes I think, do you take this seriously? Do you really care? Or we know he cares as a job, but do you know what I mean? Do you care
Well,
as much as
obviously he doesn't. Like, let's just be real. He said it. He
when you're
said it
gonna sit
enough
up there?
times.
True.
He said it enough times, though, bro. Like, he doesn't give a shit.
It's
Let's
true.
just be real. He doesn't care. And on the pitch, it's different. Nah, he on the pitch, he gives his all. In
Mhm.
training, from what we hear, he gives his all. So yeah, he does care in that sense, but he doesn't give a shit about football. Hold on,
Mhm.
what's this dog doing? Hey, yeah, he doesn't give a shit about football, and that's just the reality. And
Mm.
sometimes it can, whether we're just reading into it or not, it might be, it might be a thing, but um he seems like it can just seep into his game a little bit sometimes,
Yeah,
and we've seen it
correct.
in like those moments like Atletico Madrid, like today. Just some moments where he's just a bit half-hearted, and
Mhm.
now it's gone against him because he's ended up injuring himself. And yeah, again, we wish him all the best, but yeah, it was a bit of a shame, man.
Yeah.
So after that happened, I felt like, and I'll get your thoughts on it as well. I felt like West Ham completely took over because what's happened as a result of that, Ben White's come off and Arteta's brought on Zubimendi.
Oh,
And
horrible.
yeah, I'm going to ask you about that in a minute, but I'm
Mhm.
just going to quickly say that the game completely changed. Declan Rice has gone to right back. Zubimendi's now in the six, and it's Zubimendi, Skelly, and Eze in midfield. So yeah, when you saw that change, what did you make of it? Did you think it was the right change? Did you think it was a smart, like a tactical change, a smart move to make? What did you think, or was you just hoping that it was mascara?
I was hoping it was mascara, because what we were doing was working a little bit, not fully, but what I noticed today, normally not Ben White, Declan Rice will pick up the ball, like he'll drop in between Gabriel and Saliba. Today, I noticed he was in that right back position in build up, and Ben White was either covering him from behind paws or he was in front waiting for the ball to be played from Declan Rice from that right hand side. So I don't know why he was doing it. I think he was trying to make Declan Rice swing balls in from behind to beat the back five or whatever. But today, like when he made that change, I kind of got why he put Rice there because that's what he's been doing anyway. But then to bring on Zubamendi, I didn't understand it because yeah,
Wait, wait, sorry to cut you, but when you
sorry,
say
man.
that's what he's been doing, what do you mean? Like,
Oh, today, I mean like so what do you mean like what when I
you
say
said
what
you
he's
get
been.
why he put him there because that's what Rice has
Yeah,
been
that's
doing.
what he was been doing today. So for today's game,
Right.
so
Okay. Okay.
from
So
the
you mean
in
he's
build
just
up today, he was in that
from
in
the
that
right
sort
hand
of right.
side?
Yeah, he was using more the width on the right hand
Yeah.
side today. So
Yeah.
I understood why he put him in the right back position.
One second.
Um,
1 second. The cables
my
gone
my
funny.
cable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better?
Yeah. Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I understand why he put him in the right back position, but then what I didn't understand is if he was playing there in build up, let's say, while Ben White was bombing on forward, not bombing on, but he was inverting in midfield. Why, why not just put Mosquera to do the same job and then keep that same midfield free of Miles Lewis Skelly, Eze, and Rice, and just continue doing what we're doing because Mosquera is more than capable enough to invert. Um,
Yeah.
and he's brought Zubamendi on, and we know he's his Basque brother or his Basque son. He's got this thing for Zubamendi, and obviously MLS has played Zubamendi out of the team. And I don't know if he's trying to make it right with Zubamendi and force his way and force him in there and see, look, there's a place for you to prove yourself and earn that trust back. But Zubamendi did not. he did not. He didn't do well to win that trust back, man. And I'm not worried about Zubamendi, but I think he needs to sort of ease off a bit, man, for the rest of the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Give it a next go
100%.
for next season because wow.
What we saw straight away as soon as that change was made is we lost all midfield. Like, we lost all
Mhm.
control in that midfield. Straight away, West Ham started to dominate us in that area of the pitch, and also it made our right hand side weaker. Um, I don't know. I don't put that down to Deck necessarily, but obviously they've realized that somebody's now playing there out of position. Let's get at him some more, and he would still kind of find himself a bit higher up than a right back maybe should be at times.
You talking about that?
So yeah.
Yeah,
So it kind of left a bit of space in behind him.
exactly. And when Ben White was on the pitch, that was what was happening. So if Deck's pushing up, Ben White was naturally there because that's his position. But they were it was interchangeable. But after Ben White was gone, lost that, man. So sorry.
Exactly. So yeah, no, that's the things that I noticed straight away. And then obviously Zubimendi didn't come on in, impress at all. If I'm being honest, he flattered to if the word was it, he
flattered to deceive. Flattered to deceive. Is that what they say?
Yeah,
that's normally like a Madueke type performance, but
yeah, you'd expect that from somebody else. Like he's had a bit of a break. He's been at the team for a little while. When he came on the other day, he looked bright. So
that was like 10 minutes ago that everyone was knackered by then.
It was. Yeah, maybe I'm giving him too much credit,
but I felt the same way though. To be honest,
I still expect an experienced player that's been in the side pretty much all season to come in and do okay, innit? And he did the exact opposite. So it meant that our balance was completely gone in our team. And then obviously, West Ham went on to dominate the rest of that half. So we've gone into half time now. And before I get your thoughts, at half time, bro, I was sitting there brewing because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like you've actually fucked up our season.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking at Mikel and I'm saying, brother, you have fucked us here. And I'm sorry to keep swearing people, but that's literally what he done, and that's how I felt. And I was screaming for him to take Zubimendi off at half time because why you wouldn't pick the person that you've trusted? Like Mosquera's been trusted in bigger games. Do you remember when he came on against Liverpool?
Yeah,
I'm sure that was his first game.
First game as well.
So you've trusted him against a big Liverpool to play at right back, but you can't trust him today against West Ham. Like, where's the logic behind that? So you're right. It must be that he was trying to make amends with Zubimendi. Yeah, and then he compensated by pushing Rice out to right back, and it just didn't work. It just didn't work at all. So at half time, go on, sorry.
So no, I was just gonna say Zubimendi, from what I could see, he just looks like he's shot of confidence, man. And really he needs to pick his head up, man. I don't know if MLS coming into the team is just sort of I don't know. Because do you know what? I'm gonna go back to when Liverpool were linked with him, yeah. He didn't for whatever reason he didn't come, but it seems like him coming to Arsenal was based on one, Arteta being from the Basque region, Mikel Merino playing for Real Sociedad, Odegaard playing for Real Sociedad, and having that sort of that family and that familiarity with each other, yeah. So it seemed like he needed like an arm around him to get over to the club. But now he's come here, his performance has started to dip over the past 6-7 months or whatever. And maybe now that he's been dropped or whatever by Arteta, it's more of a case of, business is business. We need to get results now. MLS is doing the thing. And like you said, and like we're saying today now, Arteta's tried to shoehorn him back in the team so he can prove himself, whatever. But I saw his face when he got taken back off the pitch. It was almost like he just had his head dropped down, man. He just looked sad. He just nodded at Arteta like, sorry, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm glad you said that because it was almost as if he obviously realized that, bro. Like, I'm not up to this.
Sorry, man. Looked at ones you just look. He didn't really look at him. His corner-eyed, like side of his eye. Just like, sorry, man. Like kept his head down. I was like, oh.
But like if it was like a Trossard or something, they would be absolutely rattled. Yeah, they've been taken off.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Accepted it.
He looked like it was like, bro, I hold my hands up.
He's like, I
ain't on shit. Get me out of here because it's about to go left.
He's having a bad time, bro. Even the Bournemouth game, when we lost, bro, he was crying. Apparently, he was crying.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard.
Crazy, man. Mad.
But let's not jump too far forward, innit? Because so that's happened now. He's come in. Half time comes, and Mikel Arteta finally makes a change. He does make a change. I thought it was going to be Zubimendi for Mosquera, but it was Calafiori for Mosquera. Now, just before we've actually seen the second half, when you saw that Calafiori got taken off and Mosquera brought on, obviously that meant for Skelly to go to left back, yeah, and Deck back in the middle. What did you think? Did you think that was going to work? How did you feel about it?
As soon as I saw that with Zubimendi play in the team, I just knew straight away we're gonna go back. Obviously, Miles Lewis Skelly, he's kind of not new, but when I saw that, I thought, yeah, we're going back to that boring shoehorn U-shaped possessive football
And we pretty
go on.
much saw that as well.
Yeah, that's what happened, and I just
Yeah.
it just played right into what I was thinking, man. And I was disappointed from when I saw that. Obviously later on we found out why Calafiori came off, but I thought he just did that
Wait,
to
hold on.
Go on.
What do you mean we found? I didn't find out what happened.
Calafiori's injured.
Is it?
Yeah, he's injured.
Oh,
But it didn't really see.
right.
But at first I thought he just took off my man to like kind of give Zubimendi the midfield and then put Lewis Skelly in left back.
Bro,
And then it makes more sense now.
Let me tell you something. When I saw this, straight away I thought, you are a maniac. You just made two mistakes in the space of 45 minutes. You've brought in Zubimendi instead of bringing in a right back. Yeah, you've put Deck into right back, and now we've lost our balance. And then half time comes, you clock that it was the wrong decision.
That's so what I thought.
You bring in a right back, but then you take off the positive player in Calafiori, and you've now put Skelly in a vulnerable position because this season specifically, he hasn't performed well at left back. So I'm thinking, bruv, like Skelly's up against like basically their biggest threat. Yeah, I know Somerville probably had more of a threat in the game, but leading into this, I'm thinking Bowen, biggest player, biggest threat, goal scorer. Whoever's marking him needs to be on their job. Yeah. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. So second half now, it's 0-0. So West Ham are in the ascendancy and have been for the last 20 minutes or so. And you've put Lewis Skelly at left back when you know that he's not performed there this season, like performed well there this season. So my head's flying. I'm thinking, bro, like, you made the right choice in bringing in Mosquera now, but you've taken off somebody who was actually playing well. Like, you need to take off Zubimendi, mate. That's what you need to do. And that's all I could get. I couldn't get out of my head. I was thinking, bro, like, this guy's come in, he's not up to it. You've ruined our midfield, and now you're going to try and ruin another position?
Yeah, it was confusing. It was just almost like...
But yeah, you're saying he's injured.
Did they say what? Saying now. That's what they're saying now. In the press conference, he was talking about we're going to find out about Calafiori and Ben White a bit later. And also the commentators were like, yeah, we found out that Calafiori might be holding a knock or something, but didn't actually go into it. But do you know what's annoying? Do you know what's annoying? Like, I'm sick of Calafiori, man. And in that aspect, the injury aspect, the injuries, because we get so much from him, bro. And then look what happens. He breaks down, man. He breaks down. And whether this is a serious thing or maybe because Arteta knew we got it wrong and then now they just send him like the little sound bites to say, oh, he's injured. He'll probably be back next week. I hope it's that. But we get what he offers us, bro. The fluidity, just the what's the word?
I know you want to say Maverick.
The maniacy, bro. He's a maniac, bro. He's just
he is.
But he just causes mayhem, and we need to find someone on that sort of level, man, that wavelength. Because the injuries aren't helping, man. And
I'd love for it to be him, man. But you're right.
For us to progress forward, it has to be someone else, man.
His injuries are letting him down massively, and obviously, I don't know if you know about his massive injury that he had back in the day.
As a kid, bro. Just knee,
I think it was like 9. Was he 19 or 18?
19, I think. Yeah.
But he almost stopped playing football, innit?
Yeah, and a big knee injury.
Obviously, off the back of that, you probably expect that these things are going to be the case. So I don't know if Arsenal maybe didn't do their due diligence and
I think they got robbed,
really analyze him, or if they've just taken a chance thinking that he's played a full season at Bologna and he's going to kick on now. I don't know what it is, but man. Obviously, I hope now that I know that he's injured. Obviously, we need everyone, so I hope he's fit and ready and he's all good. And in good health.
Both Ben and him to be gone, man. That's
no chance. Really. Not with Timber out as well. Like, was Hincapié on the bench?
That's the thing. I can't remember. That's the thing. That's why I find it strange. Let me have a look. That's why I find it strange, man, that he didn't.
It must have been though.
Let me have a look quickly.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he didn't get on. That's strange, isn't it?
He didn't get on, in my opinion, because one, I know as much as obviously we know that Skelly got injured, not Skelly, Calafiori got injured. I don't think Arteta wanted to take Lewis Skelly off
Yeah,
because
yeah. He was offering what
he
for
wasn't doing he wasn't doing anything bad or anything like that. He was having a good game.
very true.
Um
And I was
and
actually hoping he wouldn't do that as well. Like just hook
yeah,
him
because
because
like I was debating with a couple of people and they're saying like who are you taking off for the right back? And I was like, well, I'm taking off Zubimendi, but he's not gonna do that.
yeah.
So the only other option is Skelly.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started to like think of different scenarios. I was thinking, what maybe he takes Eze off because Eze's not really in the
Yeah,
game.
I
But
mentioned that.
then that makes our whole midfield more defensive because now you're gonna have Rice, Zubimendi, Skelly, and it just doesn't seem well balanced for me.
Yeah.
Even if Eze's not fully in this game, I think he's still that forward player that will
Mhm.
offer something in comparison to the others.
Remember that one pass from Zubimendi and Eze as well, because Eze was having a
Yeah,
not a it was a, it was a poor game, innit? It was a poor game,
it
but
was a poor game all round, though. Let's be real.
he had that
Like
one
from everyone.
everyone. Skelly
Yeah,
was good before. Oh yeah,
Skelly was decent and he was
before the
steady in the second half.
before the injury. Yeah, Saka was poor.
Saka was poor. Yokerez was poor. Yokerez.
Yeah,
Actually,
he was alright.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop
Mm,
because I'm over analyzing him again, like I
mm.
do.
He
Right?
was good, man.
He was winning a lot of fouls, and his hold up play was still decent. His first touch was good, but I just felt like he didn't really have much impact in the game, and he did in the sense of he's working with the centre backs and making them commit fouls. But from my striker, I need more in it, and that's just me. So I understand.
What's
I
that
take
born
it.
to, though?
I don't take it back, but I
Born
take it back in it. Like he didn't have a bad game, but
Mm,
I just need a bit more in it, and that's all.
yeah.
But yeah, like for me, the only players that really stood out was David Raya and Trossard.
Trossard. Odegaard, no? When he came on?
Yeah, but we'll get into that. But I mean, like the starting players,
Oh yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah.
they were the only two that really stood out for me. I think everybody else was either steady or below par.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Um, but yeah, so all right, cool. So that's the whole halftime situation dealt with. Um, so second half, we do look a bit more balanced, a bit more steady. Skelly's doing his thing at left back and he's coping with it. Rice is back in the middle, instantly breaking up play again, and we seem to have regained a bit more control. Mosquera's at right back, who's a more natural right back. So I felt like things were balancing out nicely. Um, and then it comes to about the 67th minute, I want to say, and Arteta makes two subs, and he takes off Eze for Odegaard, and he takes off Zubimendi for Havertz.
Yeah.
At that point, I was thinking, wow, okay, Mikel, like you've subbed off the sub.
Yeah.
That's new.
That was
Like
massive.
we've only seen it. I think we've seen it once with Trossard.
And what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Tavares? No, was it Tavares?
Tavares, yeah.
Yeah.
I've put them days way behind me. Sorry. I completely forgot. But yeah, we have seen it with Tavares as well. He was fuming that day. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a rarity basically, though,
Mhm.
isn't it? And obviously him, love child, Zubimendi, that's his son, that's his all these things that people say or we say. I just didn't see it. And obviously I said to you before, I would have taken him for half time. And I
Mhm.
still think that would have been the right choice to make. But what I have to do is give Arteta credit for
He
recognizing
won me back over there,
I've
man.
made a mistake. This ain't working. I've got to do it. I'm sorry, and I've got to do it. And like
Yeah.
we said, it looked like Zubimendi almost agreed with him.
Yeah. I'm just laughing. I remember the way he looked, bro.
Bro, the way he came off that pitch,
Yes, so sorry.
his head was down. He was like, bruv, I have fucked this up.
He said,
Like,
"Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad. I'm
yeah,
sorry."
yeah. I
Look like
apologize, boys. Go and do it. Go and do what you need to do. I'm
like
out.
when you go out to play back in the day and you get called in for like just called in like come in now.
Yeah.
All right, mom. All right. Like do you know what I mean? That's how he looked, bro. He
Head
was
down, sobbing, walking slow.
specs. What was I gonna say though? Yeah, and another brave another brave decision from Mikel Arteta, man. And this is what we've been asking for all season, bro. All season.
Mm-hmm.
Just make some calls that if it goes wrong, you say, oh, okay, all right. At least he tried something, different there,
That's
before
it.
it will be like for like changes and stuff. And
You
we're
could
not
literally say who's gonna
yeah,
come off and
yeah, all
who's
right.
gonna come
Odegaard's
on.
gonna come on. Eze's gonna come on for Odegaard or vice versa, or Madueke is coming on now for Saka to manage minutes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But today to see him actually admit, yeah, Zubimendi, I fucked up by putting him on there. It's not working. Let me just put on Kai Havertz and Odegaard and just revert to that not old way of playing, but have Kai Havertz sort of he was in midfield. I was thinking he was playing strike.
Was, yeah.
He left Gyökeres on, so
Yeah, Gyökeres stayed on.
But Havertz is more physical anyway in the midfield, and he can kind of battle in the aerial duels and get up and down the pitch a bit better, man. So yeah, the way he used those substitutions, man, he won me back over because that whole game I was thinking Arteta's fucked it, man. I swear. Like I was sweating, bro. I was like, he's fucked it. I can't believe another title. But bro, yeah, I really got to applaud him, man. And if he pulls this off, this is a moment I'm just gonna remember, man. Like this
100%.
past few weeks, he's just been perfect with everything he's done. Even the lineup beforehand, the starting lineup, bro. That's the first.
Was it not the same lineup? Three times in a row.
He hasn't done that in years, apparently, since like 23, 24, apparently. And I was
because that season there was literally like there was no need to change it, and we went the whole season, barring the end, playing the same lineup, and everyone was fit and firing each week, each game. Everyone was on it, and it looked like the same again today. Initially, anyway, until he made that ridiculous decision, and then it just messed up everything. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about with the emotions. Like 1 minute I'm up here, then I'm here, then I'm here, then I'm up here. It's a roller coaster, bro. And it was all self-inflicted.
I literally said in my match reaction, like that game summarized our season, bro. Like literally up there, down there, up there, down there, do something right, and then change it, and then bro, and then like when we've won, I've basically said now, like I hope that's how it ends at the end of the season. All the roller coaster, all the ups and downs, the emotions, all the tweaks and the changes. Hopefully, it just gets us over the line, man. And I think it will. I really think it will.
I agree. So obviously we've covered all the subs now. Nothing really happened in the game leading up to all of this, if we're being honest, apart from the chances that we've mentioned.
What you mean in the game? Because you know why? I remember it because West Ham were peppering us, bro. Do you left side?
I know he kept bombing down and whipping the ball in, but if we're being honest, obviously we should have covered that Castellanos header because that was a big chance, and that was a massive save from David Raya as well.
Some of it also spanned Miles Lewis-Skelly at one point as well. That turn was mental.
Yeah. He spun him quickly. I felt sorry for Skelly
as well. Did Declan Rice still was that one? There was a part as well where a ball come into what's his name, Castiglione or whatever again. It was either him or I don't know his name in it.
Tati Castellanos.
Tati, I'm gonna say Castellanos. Say Tati, yeah. And Declan Rice clears it. Was it Declan Rice or Fernandez? One of them two, anyway. But they both gone for it, and then it's gone out for a goal kick. But they could have scored there as well.
They did have a couple. They had a couple. That header, was one that stuck out the most because it was obviously one of their biggest chances. But great save by David Raya, but you kind of expect that these days.
Maybe because of the jeopardy in the game, I was just I was watching the chances too much, thinking, "Oh my god!" But maybe they weren't that deep. But yeah, man.
Maybe to be fair, you might be right. We also had a potential penalty with what was his name again? Pablo. I think it was Pablo. Yeah, there was a bit of a handball, if you like. But that weren't a penalty. That weren't a handball. There was nothing he really could have done in that situation. So that's what I mean by like there weren't really much in the game.
Yeah,
I can't remember what we finished on.
Though. When I see us start looking for little handballs, like I started getting nervous. Like, wait, we're actually trying to call that handball, and just I started getting nervous there, man. Like,
I don't know what it finished on, but I remember seeing a stat where we had like 14 shots, 3 on target, and they had like 7 shots, 2 on target. But that's what I mean. There weren't really too much in it. The XG was low on both sides. It wasn't a game filled with chances, barring those two headers from Trossard, couple of wayward shots from Calafiori. Also, Saka had a couple shots where he kept skying it over the bar.
Yeah. Forgot about
I
that.
liked it. That was I think there was
Yeah.
one
It was
moment
like
when
try.
Eze just threaded the ball into him in the middle. He found a bit of space and just slapped it. I'm
Yeah.
not really against that because I prefer to see that than this, like you said, the U-shaped football where we're just taking our time, playing slow, waiting for things to happen, and just allowing West Ham to sit in their block.
Yeah, time to tick down. Yeah.
Yeah, like we're wasting our own time. Forget theirs. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Yeah, there weren't really much in the game, and then. Mateus Fernandez and Pablo link up for a little 1-2 in the box, and Fernandez is through on goal, clean through on goal. Him and Raya, that's it. And if he's concentrating, which it seemed like he was, he looked up. He's got the whole right side of the goal. David Raya is planted in the floor. He can't really go anywhere, and Mateus Fernandez, instead of going far right bottom bins, he's gone front post, and Ray has stuck out his right foot and blocked the shot. It's a massive save, absolutely massive save. How did you feel in that moment? Because I was sweating,
bro. I was sweating anyway up to it, but I went quiet. You know, when you're moving, there's things going on around you, like got the babies and whatnot. I'm just like no, like holding my breath, sort of thing. Yeah, but when I see it saved, like even you hear Gary Neville on the commentary, like I thought it was
he loves that one.
Yeah, he was excited, bro. But you know what? I look back at it because what do you think anyway? Do you think it was a good save or poor shot? Because I actually look back at it and I'm gonna agree on it.
For me, it's a really good save because I'm looking at Mateus Fernandez and it's easy to take that shot to the right. It's also the most expected shot, in my opinion. That's what, if I was the goalkeeper, I'm not a goalkeeper, so maybe I ain't got a clue. But if I'm the goalkeeper, I'd like to think that that's the side that's most free, that all the space is there on my left and his right. So he's going to try and go shoot that way. Yeah. So trying to throw the keeper off and go front post, it can be smart. But obviously, in this case, David Raya has read it well and he's taken a chance and just stuck his leg out and it's blocked it. And it was kind of reminiscent. It's a totally different scenario, but it was still 1v1. And it's reminiscent of Martinez. When Martinez made that save with his leg against Kolo Muani in the World Cup. And it just reminded me of that straight away. And I was like, right, like, that is a world-class save.
World-class, man.
It is a poor shot and it's a poor decision. But once you've made that decision,
Raya gets out as well. Raya
he's reacted to that
so quickly. Like if I'm Fernandez or whatever his name is, I'm thinking like I don't know what to do now because the way he pounces and he just makes himself so big, bro. It's just pause. But yeah, man. So yeah, world class keeping from Raya again, man.
And these are the type of things that kind of explain why he's got the Golden Glove for the last 3 years. Like these are the saves. It's these type of moments that he is so crucial. I want to actually know how many points he's earned us because it must be a ton. It must be,
especially this season. Because you know what? Usually, I would put like the Golden Gloves down to the defense. I'm not saying that he's a bad keeper, but this season, especially with the amount of big saves he's made. Mad saves as well when we should have really lost. I'm thinking, what was that one? Brighton, was it? Brighton, Tottenham, we wouldn't have lost that one, but Brighton especially, we could have dropped points there.
Yep. But there's been so many
I can't even remember, bro. But this guy saved us so many times this season, man. And at the end of the game, I see Arteta go and like embrace him in it, and he's just like puffing his cheeks like Ray, like David, you got us relief. That one, yeah, man.
That's the buzzword this week, by the way.
Yeah,
relief.
Yeah.
I don't even care if they ain't used it. That is relief, and everyone felt relieved after that. But yeah, man. So
you know why as well? Because it was them typical Arsenal ones where we know what we have to do. We're all talking about it. Win this game, and then this happens, and it could have gone wrong, and it was just a typical game where it could have gone wrong. For us to actually get through that, that's it, man. Relief, like can actually breathe. Even though we should have been feeling that relief months ago, but whatever, man, it's happening, man. So sorry, man.
Yeah. No, but let's cover the goal because obviously I think 83rd minute.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Odegaard's bringing something really positive to the side since he's come on. He did, yeah. I kind of just skipped over that, but
yes, he went actually bad today as well.
No, he actually was decent. I
normally get onto him, but he actually went bad.
No, he was actually decent. I give it to him, man. Like he was working hard. He didn't do anything wrong for me.
He squared that ball. He gave Odegaard the idea for the goal.
Yeah, but that pass was crap, bro. Let's be real.
He rushed it because if he waited a bit, held it back a little bit, looked up, he would have saw Trossard and Gyökeres, I think it was running.
Bro, like
he had bare options.
That was rubbish. That was rubbish. Kai Havertz did it as well, but Havertz actually was into a good area.
Yeah.
With Madueke's one, I don't know if it's just me, but when I watched it again, I saw that the keeper was off his line. So I'm just thinking, could he maybe fizz it closer to the goal? Maybe either make the keeper work or and because Gyökeres was peeling, so Gyökeres would have probably got to that. But instead he's just knocked it straight through the centre. Our keeper's dealt with it, and that's that. So I'm not going to slate him for it because it was the right thing to do, but it was just a poor attempt at it.
I thought it was poor. He just rushed it. He just didn't look up, in my opinion. He got past my man, and we get it, urgency, and that he just didn't take a little look, man.
And that's been his thing, though, isn't it? Like Madueke is really positive. He's really good at beating his man, and he's not afraid. He'll do it time and time again. He don't care who he's up against. But his finishing product, whether it's a pass, a shot, it's never been quite there. And I actually do hope he refines that side of his game because he could be a mad threat. He's dangerous enough, but people aren't scared because the final product is just not really there yet. It's not really polished.
Like Adama, innit? Like Adama. Maybe we was shook with Adama. Then what was that? Hold on. He's skying that.
Saint Maximum. Doku used to be like that until this season. He's been turning up. But these are the type of players that I resonate with. Like these are the ones where I put him in that type of bracket. Category, like you've got a whole load of talent. You're an absolute threat. But when it comes to that final ball or that final shot, you become less of a threat because people aren't scared of what you're going to do because 9 times out of 10, you don't make the right decision. And that's one thing that we highlight about Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka doesn't have an abundance of talent. He's just so intelligent and he knows what to do at the right time every time, more or less. And that's why he stands out above a lot of others. Like you could argue that Cole Palmer's a better player than him. You could argue that Phil Foden's a better player than him. You could argue that there's a load of players that have been compared to Saka, and his number one thing that makes him win above all of them is his decision making, his consistency, and his intelligence, and that wins him over all of these players for me. And that's why he's one of the best in the world, bro. But so I'm hoping that Madueke does actually refine that side of his game because he's here, he's at the Arsenal. I'm going to back every player that's here, and he would become an elite player long term if he can work on that a bit better, a bit more. But so the goal. So if I remember rightly, if it was a 1-2 between Odegaard, Rice. Odegaard's passed it into Rice. Remind me if I'm wrong, yeah?
Yeah, no,
I think Odegaard's passed it into Rice. Rice is here first time back to Odegaard. Yeah. Odegaard's had like 5 or 6 touches. He's kind of drawn the defenders. I remember him holding off someone.
Those touches there, I was getting nervous because I'm thinking, shoot, no, don't shoot. Like, when he does that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I thought oh, come on,
up and down. But that's a result of the game, though. The game's made you be that way.
Yeah. But that's Odegaard. Normally he'll kind of not make the wrong decision, but he kind of takes a bit long on the ball. Defender comes out, clears it. But like what you're saying,
in this scenario, I think those 5 or 6 touches was like they were the most perfect touches. That was exactly what that situation needed. Yeah. He's put his arm out and held off someone. Was it Diouf or Todibo? I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Diouf. He's kind of just put his arm out, his right side out, his right arm out, and he's just touch, little touches, and all the defenders are dropping back because they're saying, "Fuck, like he's in our box."
He's gonna shoot it. He's gonna shoot.
And then it's just created space, and Trossard's on the edge, and he's just slotted it back to Trossard. Trossard slapped it, gets a deflection. To be fair, but
Yeah. Hit
he's
Havertz as well, but they
he's
gave it.
done the right thing. Oh, did he actually hit Havertz? I didn't
Yeah,
even
it
clock that.
skimmed him on the way in, but you know, you can't take away from
Yeah,
strike.
but it's a shot. Once you've shot on target, that's your goal, isn't it?
Mhm.
So yeah, man, that was massive, and the uproar at that point was crazy. Everyone's thinking, "Oh my god, like we've done it, we've done it."
How
And
did you feel after that though? Because I did, I was still nervous, bro.
I was still nervous.
Because of the way we've been playing up to that point. It's not like over yet, man. I just felt like we can.
I was
let
definitely
it
still
there.
nervous, but I felt like other than that Fernandez chance, I don't really feel like West Ham had massive threats.
Yeah,
Like
I think because that came after the Fernandez chance, I was thinking, oh, because they just done that. You never know, like they can still nick it like 8 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go, bro. Like,
it's
yeah,
funny
man.
you say that because I felt the exact opposite. I felt like you just missed your chance, mate, and now we've capitalized. It's over. That's what I felt like.
I wanted to
Genuinely.
feel that way because that's how I normally feel. But today I was really like, I had my I was just being smart, man. I was thinking with my head today, man. Like, but the goal went in, man, and nonetheless, I was overjoyed, man. Like, do you know what I mean? That was when the relief happened, but I still had it in the back of my mind, bro.
You have like that.
Just everyone calm down, just calm
that
down.
moment, yeah.
Yeah, at least it's on the board. Do you know what I mean? But we know what happens.
So, so after that, you know, things kind of, I would say they died down a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
West Ham still obviously was searching for that goal. So they did carry on trying to get at us, but it wasn't like it wasn't the same as it was before, I'd say. Now I've said already, I don't feel like they had any major threats, and I still don't think that. And in that moment, Gabriel, just before the corner happens, yeah. So it gets to the 95th minute, I believe, or 94th minute. Gabriel makes a block. I can't remember who shot, but someone took a shot and Gabriel's blocked it, and it's gone out for a corner, and you can tell he's trying to G everyone up, and he's like, "Hey, like concentrate, like what we're doing."
That was. I remember now. I remember what you're talking about.
And then they've flicked there. Who was it that shot? I can't remember.
Was it Wilson?
What the first? It might have been Wilson. You know. Yeah. I think it was. Wilson. The first shot.
And obviously, it was Wilson.
Yeah, and then they got the corner. So from that corner now, mate, it was just a bit of a shit show, innit? Like it was a bit of a shit show. I remember, like I've seen Raya try to catch the ball, and straight away, I've personally seen what I first saw was Pablo's arm, like his elbow was in Raya's neck, like his whole arm was across his face. Right. At first, I never saw what they actually ruled it out for. Yeah. Just straight away, I'm saying I saw his arm across Raya, and I'm thinking, bruv, that's a foul. Like you can't do that to a goalkeeper. He's got both hands on the ball, pretty much. Like he's almost caught the ball, and you've just thrown him off by putting your arm across him, which has now stopped him from being able to actually catch the ball. So let alone everything else, and then straight after that, the ball's dropped to Saliba, and I was pissed because he's like just kneed it into space, and I'm like, bruv, like, what are you doing? Like, it seemed bare nervy.
It was nervy.
He's just kneed it into the space at the edge of the box, and then Callum Wilson absolutely rasses it into the net. Declan Rice has tried to block it off the line, but he's already behind the line, so it's too late. And they've obviously given the goal,
and they were asking for handball.
Like, but it was that up here though.
Yeah, I didn't see. I was watching it with someone. I was so rattled, I didn't even see all that, man.
I was watching it with someone at the time, and it was above the shirt line. And you know they say like the handball has to be below the end of the shirt, the sleeve. So yeah, man. That was just crazy. Like just before we get into the whole VAR stuff, when you saw that go in, like what was your reaction?
Yeah, I dropped my phone, I dropped everything. Like, you know, like you got bad news. I just dropped everything, bro. Like almost broke down, man, like to my knees, bro. Cause I thought, it's another season, man. Another season where we're so close, but just something it just doesn't go our way. And especially West Ham again. Like that would have been what 3 seasons in a row, or 3 seasons in the last 4 years, or whatever, where they've just stopped our title hopes and whatnot. And yeah, man, I'm sad thinking like about like it's not even happened, but I just remember how I felt at that time, man. And when you see it all in real time, Declan Rice handballing it, because if it weren't if it weren't a goal, it's handball. That's how I saw it, and I thought David Wright spilled it. It was just a lot of commotion in the box, bro. But when they slowed it down and all the VAR stuff happened, and as they kept replaying and you're seeing more things happening, it's like, yeah, cool. Definitely not a foul, man. But yeah, let's talk about the VAR, man. Yeah.
Let me tell you something quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when that goal went in, yeah, bro.
Well, I
promise you,
I got your message.
You saw my message, right? I promise you, I wanted to dash my phone in the screen, bro, because I'm looking at this screen. I'm like, are you lot serious? Are you lot serious? Like, I could, my heart literally dropped.
Yeah, it was
horrible.
Couldn't
believe it. I couldn't believe it, bro. Honestly,
it was horrible, man.
It was, like you said, it was that same story all over again.
After that's a curse, you know. It's a curse.
Real talk.
I don't think we ever would have won it again, bro. Like ever.
At that point, I was getting ready to pack my bags, bro. I was just like, you know what? I can't do this again. I can't do this again. I'll always love my club. I'll always support my club, but I cannot do this again. I predicted these lot to win the league in August. Yeah, every year, my group chat, we have a thing where we like predict the league winner, the top 4, the top 6, top goal scorer, top assists, the player to look out for, what they call it, like the one to watch, and then the one that's going to have the most underwhelming season, and which manager to get sacked first. Yeah, so we've done all of that, and we do it all prior to the first game. And I've put Arsenal to win the league because I don't know what it was. It felt like we'd done all the right things in the summer. Finally, we're going to have that depth. As much as I weren't overwhelmed with 1 or 2 players that we brought in, it was enough. And I felt like it was enough at the time. Yeah, and it seems like it might be enough. But yeah, so I've predicted them to win the league. So I'm just thinking, bro, like, can I really back these lot again? If we don't, like, are you really gonna let West Ham do it to us again?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be the Declan Rice derby again that messes us up? Like, and it's nothing to do with Dec, but it's just that's how it seems now, isn't it? So yeah, at that point I was fuming, bro. And then obviously VAR comes into it and pretty much saves the day, saves our season, and yeah. Let's get into it, because there was a lot of fouls. There was a lot of fouls in that. And obviously they've chosen to focus on the goalkeeper foul. Let me get your thoughts on that. Go on. Let me see.
Well, I see a lot of fouls. The fouls I see was the Declan Rice one. No, that's what everyone's talking about. He was
where he's holding Mavropanos.
For me,
there's also a Trossard one.
I didn't even see that one. I saw
I think it was Trossard on Pablo. He was holding Pablo a bit as well.
I see Gabriel as well grabbing someone's shirt, but it's not enough to be a penalty, in my opinion.
Do you think any of them were?
The goalkeeper one was.
And but I mean the ones that we just highlighted, like the Rice one.
The Rice one maybe as well. So. I don't really think the Rice one either, because Rice gets weights anyway. Mavropanos throws him into the goal anyway, and Mavropanos he weights them. And Declan Rice was holding him, yes, but not like fully obstructing him. So he was kind of just running with him, like hugging him, pause kind of thing, like from behind, kind of slowing his run down and just letting him know he's there. So I wouldn't think it was a foul. If Mavropanos went down, it would have been like, what? You just went down like a missile, or like you've been shot by a sniper.
Yeah.
The Gabriel,
you know what I want to quickly highlight.
Sorry
to cut you, bro.
Yeah, right.
You see Mavropanos, they're saying that Mavropanos was fouled by Rice, yeah? Did you see what Mavropanos did to Skelly? Just before that?
In that same phase of play?
Yeah.
In the corner? No, I didn't see,
Bro. He has literally dragged Skelly's head, yeah, and just dashed him out the way. Like a little boy.
That's probably all just been taken into account, though, because there was so much going on.
Yeah, no one's speaking about it.
Yeah, I didn't see it though, but Yeah, there was so much going on because obviously we know what happened with Raya with the hand across the neck, and then he's grabbed the hand, he's grabbed Raya's wrist
He's
as
grabbed
well.
onto his wrist, yeah.
So that's like the neck plus the wrist, and then I see another angle from behind with Pablo or whoever, someone else is grabbing man's shirt.
Let me
Well,
get it up.
get the
Let me get
picture.
it up because
Yeah,
these haters,
it's
yeah,
I think.
these haters are telling us Arsenal fans that we've cheated and we've sent West Ham down through cheating and Arsenal and all this and all that,
Yeah,
right? Look at Pablo. So this is Pablo here, yeah, holding onto the goalkeeper's arm, which influences the goalkeeper's hand to catch that or not catch that ball, right? Then you've got who's this 20? This must be Todibo,
I
yeah.
think it's Tadibo from what I remember.
Grips it onto Raya's shirt,
Yeah,
on his right shoulder. How is that not a foul?
and that confirmed it for me. From when I saw the grips, yeah, then I'm saying, yeah, you can't tell me. All right, yeah, Pablo could have maybe on another weird occasion when they're trying to cheat Arsenal got away with that, but with that grips in the shirt thing from behind on a sliding as well, it was all sly and like dark artsy, yeah. Um, Yeah, and I don't know what West Ham were thinking. Because you never know. Raya still may. If you just used your body there, Raya might not have caught that, and you could have probably got the goal, potentially won the game
Bro,
or drew the game for your team. So you lot did that to yourselves, man. Trying to dark
exactly.
arts
I'm
the way
so
to.
glad you said that.
You've done that to yourselves. You lot could have potentially, if you lot done it properly, like how we done it, just lawfully using our body to the letter of the law.
Bro,
Whether the people like it or not, you could have won, potentially got a point for your team, bro. But you let your team down, bro.
everyone says, "Oh, Arsenal do this all the time. This is such an Arsenal thing." I'm seeing compilations of
Go on X.
old seasons, by the way.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm seeing the old seasons. I'm not seeing this season really in these videos, right? But they also changed the rules on the goalkeeper and all of that stuff
Yeah.
and how you handle things in the box after people complained last year or the year before that. I can't remember when it was. Whenever Declan Rice did, not Declan Rice, Ben White did that thing on the I think it was a Brighton keeper. I can't remember what keeper it was,
the
but
gloves and
with the
whatnot.
glove, yeah, where he's
Distraction
messing
thing.
about with the keeper's glove. Yeah, I think after that they made a change to the ruling, which meant that those type of things they wouldn't get away with anymore. Yeah. But anyway, they're blaming Arsenal because they're saying we do it all the time, and now we're complaining that it's happened to us. But we've never done this, bro.
Yeah,
Like
we've
the
not
keeper's fully got the ball. His hands, both hands are about to grab that ball, and the man's influenced that by holding onto his arm. Like, are you sure? And not only that, then you've got the shoulder.
Yeah.
So for me, blatant foul. Anyone that's saying otherwise can do one, as far as I'm concerned, because yeah, you've got it wrong, and I do agree with you. I blame West Ham for trying to go too far with the dark arts, and they probably could have got something else out of it if they didn't do that. Maybe that goal stands.
It gets spilt, bro. Like if you just use your body, like if you just used your body and didn't necessarily grab Raya and like maybe barged him and Raya like goes to the floor on some. Oh no.
Sorry, it's gone a bit funny. Say that again.
Sorry.
Like you're good. You're good.
If Pablo just used his body there, like rather than grabbing him, you never know. Ryan might have still spilt it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then Saliba would have done. You know what I mean? It's all in the same phase of play, but there's no guarantee that Raya's catching that, man. So, and then imagine now you lot would have got the point and crumbled our dreams, man. But,
well, the goal would have stood, didn't it? If there weren't that foul, the goal stands.
Exactly. Oh yeah, because the goal stood anyway, and it took for everyone to appeal what was going on, man. And what I'm annoyed about, they went to Stockley Park, bro. Like they were longing it out, man. From time I saw different angles. Why are they telling the referee go and have a look at the monitor and all this stuff? Like, what were they so unsure about?
That's standard procedure, man. I think what I take from it is they see it the other way to what the decision was on the field, which means they think it's a foul.
Yeah, they can't show it.
So they need the ref to then go back and say, "Oh, you know what? Just double check your decision because we kind of think that's wrong." Basically, in a nutshell. So that's why they do it, but
they're not allowed to overturn.
So I'm glad they did do that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, true.
Obviously, because it meant that we win the game, but I would have felt like we were cheated because what are you doing there, Pablo?
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
As far as I'm concerned, You can do one, mate. You can enjoy the championship next season because you're scum.
Yeah.
You're scum. You've tried it and it ain't worked. And I'm sorry, that's a foul, clear foul, a deserved rescinding of that goal and get that overturned. And we win the game 1-0.
Yeah, deservedly so, man. Deservedly so. And
Yeah, so
yeah.
I was just gonna say it's massive from the boys, isn't it? Well deserved win. We fought. It wasn't the greatest game, but you know these things happen. Not every game's going to be flawless. Sometimes you will have to fight, and we're playing against a team that's absolutely fighting for their lives. So you expect it in a game like this. Look at Tottenham. All of a sudden, I know they've got De Zerbi, who's a good manager, but they've all of a sudden found a bit of form now that they've realised their reality. And all of a sudden, they've got back-to-back wins. They didn't have any wins in 2026 until now. So it just goes to show how...
They won today. They played... No, that's tonight.
No, it's tomorrow.
What do you mean back-to-back wins? Who else did they win against?
They won their last 2 games. They beat Villa, and they beat... Who was their last game before Villa? You know, I don't really check for Spurs like that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm here just trying to...
I'll tell you who it was. But they won back-to-back games, though.
Oh, Wolves. Yeah, it was Wolves. Do you know, because Wolves was a scrapey one. I don't really remember it. Yeah, but they scraped it. Wolves, that was it.
But they've won back-to-back games, innit? With De Zerbi, so... And they got a draw against Brighton. So they've had some more positive results in recent weeks. But it just goes to show, innit? Like, once you realise, shit, like, there's actually a strong chance we can go down here, you start to find some form. And to give credit to West Ham, across the season from, like, I'd say from, like, December, they've been pretty high in the form table. Yeah, and they've been performing quite well. But the last few weeks have kind of let them down. The 0-0 draw against Palace, then the 3-0 loss to Brentford. Yeah. And then obviously that meant that there was more riding on this game. So you almost expect that better performance, that fight, you know what I mean? Like you said earlier, because of the results from previous. And they did put up a good fight. I don't think they deserved anything, but a lot of people will. So yeah, man. But all that matters is one of the last 3 finals in the Premier League done. 3 points secured, 1-0 win. Leandro Trossard gets man of the match. In my opinion, him and Raya need to share that because the pair of them was the reason why we won it tonight. Yeah, it's true. But yeah, big up to the boys, man. Is there anything else you want to cover before we jump into the player ratings?
No, I think that was it, man. That was the climax of the game, bro. We just saw it out after that, and yeah, player ratings, man.
Mean, that was the main event, weren't it?
That was the main event, bro.
I don't expect the player ratings to be too overwhelming, too great, but let's have a look in it, and you give me yours, and then I'll give you mine. So we'll start with the goalkeeper, David Raya.
I want to say 10. You know, I really want to say 10, bro. And I'm gonna say 10. I'm gonna say 10 because that save, the first one, cool, but you see the second one, that Fernandez one, whatever, bro, that could have ended our whole title. That was at 0-0, by the way. That could have ended our whole, not title reign, but then we're gonna be relying on City to drop points and doing all that rubbish shit. And
otherwise, we've got to do it on goal difference.
Yeah, that's it, and that's not happening, bro. We saw what City done yesterday to or the day before now, whatever time it is, to Brentford, bro. Nah, man, that's not happening, man. Even though it could, but I just can't be in a situation where I'm relying and think I just need this thing done, man. So I'm gonna give him a 10. You know, it's for me, it's a 10 or a 9, but definitely a 10.
Yeah, you're going with 10. I'm gonna say I don't think he put a foot wrong. You know, I don't think he put a foot wrong at all in that game.
It's because of the stakes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give him a 10. You know, I'm gonna give him a 10 because that save was so important. Like, I think if he scores that goal, I think that game ends 1-0, you know, to West Ham.
1-0 to West Ham, and that's it. It's done.
Yeah. I think that game ends 1-0. So that save was literally just as important, if not more important than... Well, it's not going to be more important than that goal because obviously the goal allows us to win. But it felt like that save was almost more important.
Without that save, though.
Exactly that.
Without that
Yeah.
goal, without that save.
So 10 as well, bro. 10 as well.
10.
We'll just give Ben White a standard 5, I guess, because there's no point really rating him.
Oh,
No,
poor.
not even like disrespect, but he only played like 25, 26 minutes roughly. He was doing well in the game, but it's not enough time to really rate him. We was in control. He was fine. But I'll just say standard 5. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, cool. All right, Saliba.
6, probably.
Yeah, I didn't really.
I don't really remember much like of what
Yeah,
he.
but that's my point though, because
Yeah.
there wasn't that much threats. Like, if I'm being honest with you,
Yeah, it's true.
as much as West Ham had their moments, there wasn't really that much of a threat in the game.
More the wide
really.
areas that we kind of saw.
That's it. It was Wan-Bissaka and Diouf were whipping balls across the box, but everything kind of got dealt with and handled in a nice, calm manner. So yeah, I didn't really see the centre backs stick out that much. So I'd say 6 for Saliba. Gabriel?
I'm gonna say the same. I could even give him lower because the way he lost Fernandez in that give and go where he nearly scored, he was on the floor going mad.
Yeah.
But
we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say 6. Yeah. Calafiori. Obviously played the first half.
6.5, because he was causing problems. The shot, he could have squared it to Calafiori, to Gyökeres.
Yeah.
And
that's probably the only bad thing he did, if anything, in it.
Yeah,
it could have worked, but I reckon the better choice was the pass to Gyökeres. You're right.
And he went on long enough to because I think if he was on long enough, he would have probably done more, man. He would have stood out a bit more. Yeah.
6.5. I agree. Declan Rice.
6, 6.5, 6.5, because he was delivering some good balls in. But that's what I'm gonna give him. Weren't his best game. He has this little thing when he goes back to West Ham, but we know.
Yeah, it's kind of weighing over him a little bit sometimes, isn't it?
They boo him, and he loves West Ham, innit?
Yeah, like that's his club, man. Like,
grew up there, man.
It's always gonna be hard coming up against them because the emotions, and obviously at a time like now where the stakes are so high. Imagine he's going into that game thinking, I might sink them, and at the same time I might win the league. And at the same, like, where do you put yourself? Your emotions are all over the place. So I kind of feel it in that game for him today because it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, I'd agree. 6.5, man. 6.5. I think him going out to right back kind of damaged him a little bit because I felt like in the midfield before and after he was actually fine. There was nothing wrong at all. He was breaking up play, doing the usual stuff. He played a really good pass, and we didn't actually highlight that. He played a really good pass into Saka. It was a nice cutting pass through the lines, and he fizzed it into Saka, but Saka was offside.
Yeah, he was offside, and I was all
like, that pass was cold. And if Saka held his run a little bit, that could have turned into something. But other than that, nothing really much to write home about. So 6.5 as well, I'd say.
Yeah.
Skelly.
6. I can say 6.5 because he went into left back and did well against Bowen and Wilson as well, who came on. And Wilson actually skinned him. Oh, he got skinned by Somerville as well. But I'll give him 6.5, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7. Just because of the fact that he had to go back into left back and he handled it well.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt there and say 7 because I think in midfield he was fine. Nothing stood out, not too crazy, but
his thing in midfield, man, he was warming.
He was warming, and obviously that changed just through the balance of early doors. So a lot changes when you put Deck into right back and bring in Zubimendi like he did. But yeah, I'll give him a 7 because he had to move out into left back and he handled it well. So yeah, I'll go 7 for Skelly. Eze?
I'm gonna say 5, bro. It sounds so harsh, but it was bad, bro. And the Atletico one, I was like, yeah, bro, he had 5 man on him, and and he's closing down, and he's getting closed down, but nah, That was bad, man. That was bad. Um, he had one good pass. The free kick went straight into the wall, and that's one thing about Eze that I'm kind of getting used to. In it, he kind of when he's warm, he's going. He's cold, but then you have these off games, and I knew about that from Palace as well. You have these off games where he just sort of goes missing, man. And I
Mm,
was actually calling for Odegaard today, and I was happy when he
yeah,
came on. So I'm gonna give him five.
actually, yeah, I can't give him a 5, man. That it feels too wrong. I don't look at him and think you had a bad game, you know. I just think again he didn't
Five's
have.
average, isn't it? Remember, that's the
Yeah,
middle.
5. No, 5 is average. Yeah. I'm gonna have to say 5.
Yeah, you should.
Reluctantly, I'm gonna have to say 5 because
That's how I
I'll
feel.
be I'll be breading otherwise, isn't it? But but he didn't. For me, he didn't have a bad game.
It
I
weren't
don't
bad.
think he
It
had a
weren't
bad
good.
game,
It
but
was
he
just like
just weren't involved enough.
anonymous, bro. Anonymous. He didn't do nothing, bro.
And the same for other players. And we'll get
Yeah,
into them
onto
now.
them. Get onto them.
But yeah, I feel like he didn't have enough involvement, and it might have been down to the way that West Ham set up again, like the same way we kind of felt like with that Atletico game. They
I just
were really low blocked, 5 at the back. They got 2 big guys in the middle, and there's just no space. So it's hard for a player like him, who isn't that controlled style like Odegaard and patient in terms of like really neat and tidy and quite what's the word to use, man? Just quite like neat on the ball.
yeah,
Yeah, Eze's a bit more like mavericky, so he
yeah.
turns and spins and looks for that forward pass straight away, takes that shot where he can, and he's just a bit more threatening in the final third. So if you ain't got that space to make that happen, you kind of don't really have too much involvement.
And that was a
Um,
problem that everyone was saying as well. Not everyone, but people were saying, "Oh, watch when he comes to Arsenal. It's different from Palace because you're going to be facing low blocks every week and
mm,
whatnot." But you know what? I think even though he started off, I say sorry, he ended the match the way he ended it. But I think if the system didn't change, I think he would have got into the game a bit.
yeah, that
He
for
would have had a
me,
better game. He would have had a better game,
a
man.
lot of these players' ratings are they're brought down by what Arteta did
Yeah.
because it threw off the whole balance. Like prior to that change, everyone was doing their job. Everyone was fine. I had no issues with the team. I didn't think anyone was doing anything mad or playing bad or anything like that. And then that change happens, and now it's just thrown off everyone completely. So I do put a lot of it down to Arteta's decision,
Mhm.
which obviously later rectified. But yeah, so that's that, man. But Saka,
I gave it. Oh, I can't say 5.5. I'm gonna say 6. It was bad though. It was
6.
bad. It was bad.
I'd
Oh,
say 5.
5.5 then, because of the shots. He was doing more than Eze was, man.
Yeah, I mean he was trying. He was trying, so you can give him credit for trying, but
Yeah.
I didn't feel like he had any involvement, bro. And again, he didn't have any space to even get involved. But there
Few
was one
times,
thing.
though. He was
Sorry,
wasteful at sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna say 5.5. I'll say 5.5.
yeah, I'll say 5. There was one thing where he tried to cross the ball in on his right foot, but he actually had time to kind of
Mhm.
stop and whip it back in with his left foot, but he's
Yeah,
just tried to force it on the right, and
yeah,
it went out for a corner in the end, I think. But
yeah.
um, it
I
was
think that's
just
what I was
like,
gonna say as well.
yeah, like just calm down a little bit maybe, and
Mm.
like the game seemed to just kind of pass him by a bit today, man. So I'd say
Mhm.
5 myself, but yeah, you say 5.5. That's cool.
Yeah.
Um, Trossard,
8.5. 8. I'll give him 8.
yeah, I agree.
Give him an 8.
He was our
Got
only
the
threat in
goal,
the attack.
but he's the only threat. Only one. Yeah, hit the bar twice. I
Got
can
the
give him
goal.
more. I can
Man, we
give him
should
more.
probably get a 9, you know.
A
But
9, bro. Yeah, because that goal takes us to
yeah, in fact,
man.
9.
9,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
9. Because without him,
yeah.
game's different.
Hmm.
Yeah, 9 for Trossard, I agree. Gyökeres,
6, six and
I
a half
agree.
at most.
Yeah,
Most.
at most he gets a 6.5 for his work rate.
Yeah.
He won a lot of fouls. Hold up play was really good. First touch really good. I don't think he got any shots off, did he? I don't
No,
remember him having any
didn't get the
shots.
ball though. The service
Yeah,
from
yeah, that's what I mean.
didn't get the ball
But
at all.
that low block really stank, man. That low block kind of killed everyone.
Mhm.
It was only Trossard that managed to find certain little bits at times. But yeah, now I say 6 as well for Gyökeres. So subs now. Mosquera.
6. To be honest, I don't really remember him on the pitch, but I remember there was a few parts when he gave the ball away at times as well. It was a bit sloppy, but I'll put that like giving passes away and that. But I'll put that down to him not really having much minutes and as of recent. But I can't really remember. I would say 6 though, cause that's what I remember him being solid and not causing us more problems. But then I remember him being sloppy in possession as well at times. So I'm gonna say
I'll say 6 as well. And I think that's actually why Arteta tried to go with Deck at that right back position at first, because he's more comfortable on the ball, more tidy, more decisive. And I think Mosquera can be, obviously it's not his natural position, so sometimes it can be a bit much for him. But yeah, I'd go 6 as well. Odegaard.
7.5.
Yeah, 7.5, 8. Yeah,
Could be
because
8. Yeah.
again he came on.
9.
Yeah, we gave Trossard a 9. Yeah,
I'm gonna give him 8.
obviously Odegaard got the assist, and he actually did do some really nice things in the game as well.
As soon as he came on,
Yeah, I think he brought a bit of calmness to us as well. So yeah, I'm actually gonna say 8 for Odegaard.
I'm
really good today.
Yeah, proper captain, I think.
Oh, I missed Zubimendi. I should have put Zubimendi in. It's gotta be a 3 or a 2.
Yeah, 2, man. Bad. Very bad.
Yeah. It's a shame, but
Did we talk about that pass to Eze that he just
Oh wait, which one? Not the one that went off the pitch. That was the Saka.
Oh, there's 2 then. There's one when was it Eze or Saka? It was Eze. There was one when Eze was like
it was Eze.
It was Eze. Yeah,
at first,
and
I remember reacting.
Yeah,
and saying like, "Oh, Eze, man, what have you done there?" But then when I watched the replay, I saw it was Zubimendi's pass was terrible. It was Eze. It was. You're right. It was. Yeah, he gets a 2, man. It's a shame, man.
Getting run ragged in midfield as well. It's poor, man. It's poor.
I think he might have to sit down until next season now, you know.
That's what I think. Unless like, all right, man's injured or, last little 10 minutes we're winning, just whatever, bop it about. But bro, it was poor. It was poor, man.
It's unfortunate.
The poor. Wow.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But so
Kai Havertz have a preseason. He did as well. Oh yeah, forget him. Kai Havertz.
Yeah, but we signed him from time ago. Sorry to cut you.
He came pre-signed, pre-contract and that, yeah.
Yeah, because it was all signed from January, no?
Yeah, his mentality needs. I don't know. He needs a break, man. He needs to go back to flipping Sociedad.
It's been a tough season, man. Like, there's a lot on it. There's a lot on the line. He's had to come in and adapt instantly. He's got to fill the role of Partey, who everyone loved prior to his allegations.
Spotlight at Arsenal is a lot brighter as well. The lights
exactly,
like
you can cut through at Sociedad and you're in your hometown. Like, there's a lot of things that comes with it. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, man. But yeah, moving on. Kai Havertz.
Yeah, you supporting him. Kai Havertz, 7, straight off 7. Just because of he filled that void in midfield. I just felt like when he came on, winning his headers, winning his battles as well. And also his movement
as well. His movement,
linking up nicely on that right side movement. We were speaking earlier about that cross into the box that he did better than Madueke. But yeah, I'll give him a solid 7. Him and Odegaard, when they came on, they changed the way. He changed the way that the game was panning out, man. So yeah, I'll give him a solid 7.
Yeah, I agree. Who else was there? Oh yeah, Noni Madueke.
I normally get on some Noni Madueke, but I'll give him a 6
this week.
I'll give him a 6, man. He came on. He He was beating his man as he usually does. Linking up well as well on the right side, making some good little intricate plays with Rice, Odegaard. I remember there was a move when I think Odegaard sort of peeled off for the overlap, and then Noni beat. That could have been Saka in there, but I think Noni beat. I think it was Noni. He beat his defender, got into the box. I don't know what he did after that. I can't remember, but it obviously didn't lead to anything. But they're just little snippets I remember. Obviously, this decision making is the thing that he needs to sort of work on, especially with that cross. But I'll give him a 7 because he really made
7
that
or
position.
6? Because you said 6 before, so you changed
I
it.
say 6. Sorry, 6. Sorry, 6, not 7. Getting tired now. But he really made that position better than what it was when Saka was on. So he did bits when he came on, man. So 6.
Yeah, give him a 6, man. He didn't really have too much time either. I think he came on like 80th minute roughly or something like that. So, was there anyone else?
No, that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah,
He did off the top of your head, man. That was sick. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Mikel Arteta?
I'm gonna give him a 9, and it could have been a 10 because of what he's achieved. But I'll give him a 9 because he went mad, fucked it up. But then
it could have been a 4
as well.
Could have been a 2.
Yeah, exactly. Could have been a 2. Could have been a 1. Could have been a 0. He could have fucked up the whole season with
that one
his
silly decision.
Mad scientist shit, man. And you know what? They're saying Calafiori's injured, but I still think he was just embarrassed that he fucked up with the Calafiori decision by putting Miles Lewis-Skelly there for Zubimendi. Zubimendi not working out. And then having to say, oh, you know what? I fucked up. Calafiori's got a knock, but we'll see what happens afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But because Calafiori was walking fine at the end of the game. So it could be a case where he kind of knows, I fucked up there by taking off Calafiori, putting Zubimendi there, and putting Miles there and whatnot. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But anyway, he gets a 9. He gets a 9.
Yeah. Overall, I'd have to agree because he made a crazy mistake. He made up for it in the second half with the 2, like the substitution first of bringing on Mascara at halftime. Although I didn't think it was the right choice initially. I did want Mascara on the pitch. I just didn't think it would be for Calafiori. But that was already a good first step in the right direction. And then he's taken off Zubimendi. He's recognised that was the wrong substitution to make, and he's put on Odegaard and Havertz, and the game has ultimately changed off the back of that. So overall, I'll give him a 9 for turning it around, for seeing us through, getting us over the line. And that's that. So obviously we've got 2 games left in the Premier League, and then we've got the Champions League final. Me personally, kind of just parking that final off.
I'm not even thinking about that final, man.
Forgive me, it's late, guys. You lot, the work we put in to get this out is epic. So please show us some love, like, share, comment, subscribe, keep doing it all. So 2 finals left in the league, and then we'll worry about the Champions League. Burnley next at home. So our last home game, surely we just go out there and slap them.
I hope we do, man. Well, because of this whole injury, this is just annoying me because Burnley, we keep saying, they have nothing to fight for. And rare tear, but they drew to yesterday.
Villa.
They drew to Villa yesterday, and also only held Manchester City to a 1-0 defeat the other day, or 1-0 win or whatever. Held Man City to a 1-0 defeat because they could have obviously conceded more. But I still think, I'm hoping for, but I think now that we've beat West Ham, that was the hardest game of our last 3. It's party time now. It should be party time, man.
It's our last home game.
Last home game. It's always a party at Emirates. I can't tell you the last time we've even dropped points on the last Emirates game, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm currently looking for ticket exchange for that one because all these prices that I'm seeing as well.
I'm on there all the time, bro. It's a joke.
It's crazy, man.
Maybe next year we'll have some luck with these bloody ballots, innit?
Next year I'm all in, man. I'm all in, bro. I'm all in.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll get to some
normally I'll be
games.
on the ballots every day, bro. But this year I've kind of just been like, nah, man, nah, because I'll never win. But next year I'm gonna be so serious, man. But yeah, Burnley. I think it's just gonna be party time. Burnley. Well, is that their last two games as well? Burnley.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
got a new
they got
manager
two
or something
games.
called Michael Jackson or something, or is that just cap? What is this Michael Jackson
What
thing I keep seeing, bro?
is
Everyone
it?
keeps. I don't know. I don't know. I see it on Twitter.
As far as I'm
I'm,
aware, they got no manager, so I don't know.
is that, bro? No, their manager's called Mike Jackson, bro.
Was he like an interim?
Interim, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Michael James Jackson, interim coach at Burnley. So that's it. Yeah, I keep seeing Mike Jackson. Oh, we got MJ at Burnley, so we will beat them, and then we go on to Crystal Palace. So, um,
Do you think we do it? Do you think we
yeah,
get over the line?
of course, man, of course, man. Especially at Burnley, man. At Burnley, at the Emirates, man. There's no way we drop points, man. It's gonna be a party. Hopefully, it's sunny as well next Monday, and everyone's gonna be buzzing, looking ahead to that Champions League final as well. And yeah, even with the injuries and the lineup changes, it should
Still got
should
enough.
be fun. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, people, look out for our match previews on the Burnley game. Obviously, we'll be back with another episode after that game's wrapped up, and it's on Monday night, so I think we'll be the last game of that match week. So we'll
What's
get
it? The
to
sun's
see.
shining. It's a Monday night. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, it's on Monday night. Yeah. So I think the match week will be wrapped up. So we'll get to see the outcomes of the other results, the other games. City, obviously, they've got Crystal Palace midweek, and then they will have Bournemouth on the. They've got Chelsea, haven't they?
Crystal Palace. Wait, so I know it by the dates.
They got Crystal Palace in the midweek, and then I think they got Chelsea on the
Crystal
weekend.
Palace Wednesday, Chelsea on Saturday, and then
So it
Bournemouth
might
next
not be.
Tuesday.
It might not be that the match week's wrapped up because they've got Bournemouth to play still.
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Yeah,
That's
so
why it
that'll
has to
probably
go
be
back
the
to
last
Crystal
game.
Palace.
Yeah.
That's why it has to go
Okay.
back to
Well, we'll keep an eye out and see how things go in the next.
We've got 7 days break, man. So
few days. We've got a lovely break, so the players get to recharge. Hopefully, those little minor niggles are nothing too serious, and the players are back and ready for that last home game. And they're ready to see out the rest of this season, man. So yeah, come on, you Gunners! Come on, you Gunners! But yeah, so that's us done, lads. Lads and ladies, sorry. Thank you for tuning in. If you have got this far, again, we appreciate everyone that's locked in with us. Continue to show your support. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're here to stay. I'm gonna say it every week,
every episode,
and I'm going to. We are here to stay. So I'm sure people can see that we're serious now. We've been consistent so far, and that's going to be the plan moving forward. So yeah, we'll continue uploading on TikTok. We can continue uploading on YouTube, shorts, previews, reactions, Two Cannon podcasts, everything. Any updates, any transfer news, it's all going to be on our channels. So make sure you follow XB the Gunner. Make sure you follow myself, No Chaser NWA. And yeah, just lock in with us, man. So yeah, my bro, another episode wrapped up. Thank you. And I'll see you next week.
Yeah, man. Enjoy the 7 days, man. We can breathe. That West Ham game.
Finally.
Oh, yeah, we can breathe and sit on some.
We burst their bubble, man.
Yeah. I know City were hoping for Irons to do their thing, but now we can watch them and put some pressure on them. Just knowing that we're waiting in the wings to lift that trophy, man. But yeah, man.
That's it.
Have a good week, man. Have a good week.
And you too, my brother.
Done now.
All right. Take care, people. I'm out.